Lindsay Gamble here, hitpmusic.com. We're at Mass Apparel. I'm here with Green Street.
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Chilling, man. Happy to be here.
Dope. So right now you guys in the middle of a little promo run. You got the album coming up, The Will to Win. How's that been going? You guys were just out of college the other day.
Yeah, shit. I mean, the album's supposed to come out in October originally, and so we've been trying to just build the momentum, right? You know, we feel it really coming on now. What have we done since? We dropped a bunch of videos. We've done, like a new song video every month. And now we're about to hit the road because that face-to-face, you can live online, but meeting people in person is just a whole different level. So that's where we at now. We just did Brandeis yesterday. It was really dope. Played the album. We met a bunch of cool people out there. We're doing BU next weekend, so we're gonna be around.
Yeah, we hit South by in March. You know, what I mean, getting the route during the album process. Obviously, we're locked in the studio, but now that we're starting to wrap things up, like A said, we're in the streets, hitting up the colleges, South by in March. So I'm looking forward to that.
Dope. So the album's based around first single, New Beginnings. And that song and that video is pretty much, it's like the beginning, it's like the foundation of the whole album. Just tell us like a little bit about the concept of the album and like what that song means and just the stories behind the whole movement that you guys got going on.
I think New Beginnings is significant for us because we've been doing music for a while now, and I know you already know, but A was really sick last year, and so was our producer Ren. And New Beginnings for us was like almost like starting over, and we wanted people to know our story that we were all dealing with things, but we're dedicated to this music, and we're ready to start over and give people something new.
So like you said, you got a lot of press from it. There was an article on Revolt TV. Do you feel like this this adversity has had a big effect in like the process of creating the music, and you feel like it's bringing more quality out of you guys?
I think the story is important, but the music also has to be good, right? Because you can have a crazy story, and if the music doesn't keep up, if it's not up to par, it'll almost mean nothing. The good thing for us is, we keep a very high quality when it comes to making music. And this time around, like, what happened to us is real. None of that, you can't make up stuff like that. So I think it definitely does. It hits with writers, it hits with certain outlets more because it's like, the level of authenticity here is like, this is it. None of this is marketing. It's not made up. Like, this stuff really happened. So,
yeah, the content on the album is really personal. And we went with the title The Will to Win because we felt like it was a concept that everybody could relate to. Like, obviously, hearing about our struggles and stuff that we've been through on the record, our intent was to make sure that inspires people to go for whatever it is that they want, whether it be music, whether it be, business, school, education, whatever, art, or what have you. And I think the content that we have on the album is going to speak to everybody. So definitely looking forward to having people like hear our stories.
So you guys are switching things up as far as the release of it and just kind of the way you guys are dropping material. You did some stuff with the LSNR app. How did that come about, and just kind of why did you choose to use that platform?
The listening thing is pretty crazy. I think I first heard about it, like you said, to J. Cole thing. And J. Cole used that to launch his album. LSNR actually has a partnership with Rock Nation, so that's kind of how they work together. For us, it was just about finding a new way to deliver the content. I'm not gonna lie, when the Samsung thing happened with Hov, like I remember that night I couldn't sleep. And I was like, damn, the whole game just changed. Like, you can't put out an album on like Mediafire. Not that we ever did that, but you can't use, Hulk share no more. Like, you can, but it's like it's moving at a different pace.
So on the topic of resources, you guys are based, you're from the Boston area, but you're based out in Brooklyn right now. How's living out there in New York been helpful and kind of, taking the next step in your career?
Again, I think it's access. Access to resources. Sue can speak to this too. Is like you don't have the same reach as you do here almost. I can hop on a train in New York and be anywhere I need to. Boston, driving around longer to get to places. There's less. Most of the major media outlets are out in New York. When it comes to Complex, all the blogs and stuff.
When's the album gonna drop?
This might be an HITP music exclusive, right? The album's not dropping in February. I apologize. But for HITP, that album drops in April. Y'all heard it here first. I believe it's the 17th.
But there's also a third member that you mentioned. You guys mentioned Ren. How does he fit in the puzzle as far as he provides production? What does he contribute? As far as the artistic standpoint, beyond just the production.
Yeah.
Man is a mastermind. I mean, he's the genius behind the whole sound. He's a one of a kind dude. And the great thing about working in like this group scenario is like we all trust each other, and we trust Ren with the beats, with the production. When we're recording something, he'll let us know, if it's not official or whatever. And yeah, you gotta do that over, man. I've done every verse on this. Don't get it twisted. I've done every verse this 100 times, written 100 different verses, recorded 100 different times until if it passes Ren's like critical judgment or whatever, then it's good for anybody. So, and he's got a unique style. He's a unique dude. And when you hear a Ren beat, it doesn't. You know it's a Ren beat. It doesn't sound like anybody else's. I think that's a big factor in why our sound is unique and why people vibe with us.
So we covered everything on like the music tip. But we talked earlier, you guys are just, regular human beings like everyone else. Just like, what are some of the other things you guys like to do besides, making music?
Can't think of anything.
When was the last time we did something that was outside of music?
Go ahead.
I'm into sports. I've always been a sports growing up. Played every sport: basketball, soccer, tennis, football, whatever you name it. Big into hoops right now. Wish my C's were doing better, but I still rock with them.
They got the will.
Yeah, they got that. They got the will to win.
If I had time. No, I'm too skinny to play sports, so I'm only trying to catch soup on the basketball court. I'm into fashion a lot, just like staying on top of stuff like that. I love to travel.
A lot of people don't know that. I started in this, like, doing camera work for him and Ren before I was even part of the group. I actually edited the video with Science. So, anybody needs video projects,
if you go back
if
you go back to the old shows, like when we did them, we did Webster Hall with Wiz Khalifa in New York, and Suit was on stage, but he had a camera, and like he would do like 1 or 2 songs. This was back in '09. That was right before like we started, rapping as a full group. So YouTube is evidence is out there.
Yeah, it's out there.
Came up, I moved up a little bit. Word, well, thank you guys. I appreciate the time. Good luck with the whole album release. Where can fans connect with you? On Twitter, where can they find your music and everything else?
TheWillToWin.net has everything. Music, videos, the stories.
Super Green Street, SOUPA Green ST.
ALIVE Green ST.
Same on Instagram too.
Exactly. HITPmusic.com.
Apparel, Green Street.
Holla.